I have built the ultimate Gengar deck. As with the new Mega Gengar EX, you are able to have 2 prize Pokemon that are dark that are now worth 1 prize. 1 prize Pokemon being worth 0 thanks to its ability. And it's also a fantastic pseudo attacker when pairing it with Gengar EX, which does 160 damage and moves energy from the active. And when combining that with handheld fan, you've got a very heavy energy disrupting deck. But either way, here is the list as you can see on screen, taking advantage of a lot of different cards here. We've got the new Toxtricity in here, which grabs a dark energy from your deck and whacks it to one of your dark bench Pokemon, but you have to put 2 damage counters on it. And yes, we do also have a Grimsley's move, which just looks at the top 7. I think it's 7 cards of your deck. And if you find a dark boy, just whack it on your bench, even if it is a stage 2. This deck has all of them, so I'm really excited to play it and combine the 2 Gengar EXs. Nonetheless, it looks like we are playing against a Hydranino with a very rough start, that's for sure. But I'm not one to talk. Oh, no, I am one to talk. There you go. Party Puffin, get a Ghastly, and I actually will just get another Pidgey down. Low-key wish I started this one so I can call for family, but hey, we won't question it. Let's just get another Ghastly down and throw an energy here. We'll be fine. This is a very similar build to the Greninja deck that I covered recently, by the way. It's using Colress and Tree to get things going. And literally next turn, I could be attacking with Gengar thanks to that way of playing. So I'm up for it, mate. There's a Buddy Puffin coming in. And is it a Toxtricity? Are you playing that with your Hydreigon? No. Varoom? Well, yeah, sure. We are on the rank ladder, so it's going to be an interesting one. Oh, no, the ladder just reset, though, didn't it? Well, everyone's going to love playing against me then as I'm bodying them with Gengar. Let's run it. They go for a retreat into the Dino just to get a stamp off. Lad put all his eggs into that basket, that's for sure. Glad not fast. They go for a Night Stretcher to recover that energy. Preemptively, mind you. And I do got to be careful, though, because they could just pop off with a Hydreigon Neo upper counter gain. You know, that could happen if they get like a Lily or something next turn. So I've got to be mindful of that, but for now, we'll just see what happens. Stomp off. Oh, Ultra Ball. That's fine. I just want to see what's in my deck, man. Let's go for a candy straight into that Pidgeot. Giving us the free retreat as well. Feels good, man. And all we need is a Colress and a Tree in our deck, and we're fine. If not the Colress, just the Tree. Oh, yes. In fact, is it better for me to just... No, I need to Colress for the energy, right? Okay. I'm being very risky playing 1 copy of Colress in this deck instead of 2, which I would definitely play if, you know, I was going to give you a suggestion. But I'm risking it a little bit for the biscuit in the deck list for the content, so we'll just run it. Grand Tree! Let me see the Gengar, baby. Look, they can get themselves a Hydreigon, that's fine. With the Tree, I want to get me Gengars out. That's all I care about. So let's whack this energy here. Let's go for this and just start attacking right out of the bat. That's what you want to see. No, I don't want to move energy away. I want that in the discard pile. Thank you. Maybe that could be better later on. We got a Janine, but I think... Oh, no, I could Janine. If I get another Gengar down... Yeah, that's true. Hold on. I can literally Pidgeot for a Buddy Puffin and then throw down some Gengar, Janine onto 2 of them, and that can be so big for this deck because energy attachment is important. Hence, you know, the Toxtricity as well. But anyway, they go for a Grand Tree themselves. Are they going to do it into the active? We're about to see Zuela's coming in. You definitely do it on the bench if you don't have it. Yeah, okay, that's smart. It's tempting me to go for a boss, but I think having a better board state makes sense because of the risk of Obsidian. So as long as this Grand Tree is out, which it looks like it's going to be just because of this matchup, I think we're okay. Nonetheless, there's a Nest Ball coming in. You're going to get a Fez down. Oh, with the Revavroom, you could see a Genesect in this deck, maybe. Who knows? It's all up to speculation. Look, at the end of the day, okay, let's not dwell on my chancy. What? I see your strat. I know what you're doing. You're discarding energy, and then you're going to go for the Glass Trumpet to get energy into play on your Bliss and then move them to the Hydreigon. I rate that. That's really fun. What I was going to say was let's not dwell too much on my opponent's deck because it's a bit of a binder drop, and let's focus on how this deck is playing on our end. But I don't know. My opponent's low-key cooking a bit, and I'm here to see it. Whoa, there's a Trumpet. All right, I've got you figured out, mate. You need a Genesect down, though, that's for sure. So you can get your Revavrooms out very easy and start drawing. But either way, they go for the Trumpet on the Chansey and pass. Man, I would love to just get a boss, but I kind of want to... be greedy a little bit, you know. I'm not getting knocked out anytime soon. Do I really need to worry? I don't think I do. I've got 1 Haunter. That's good to note. I've prized Toxel. Again, interesting to note. I think I still just go for the Puffin. That's fine. Yes, the Academy is to allow you to guarantee a Grimsley if you have like a Gengar in hand or something. I think that's pretty cool. But I think I just go for a Puffin here. I might boss, you know. But what do I boss? That's the question. I think... I boss up the Hydreigon, right? I mean, they're not knocking me. Oh my God, I've prized Mega Gengar. I need to take some prizes right now. In that case, I have literally just changed my mind. I think I just knock out the Dino, right? No. Okay, no. I figured it out. Don't worry. I figured it out, boys. I've got it. I'm just going to knock out the room so they can't draw. Get a Mega Gengar off the prizes and we'll be fine. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. That's what we call the old stream of luck coming in. And then next turn, I use my quick search, get a rare candy, get Mega Gengar out, Janine's secret art, attach energy to this Gengar, attach one to this Gengar, and I think we are so clean at that point. If our opponent hasn't already rage quit. It did take them a while to promote, so I don't know what's going on. And look, if they rage quit, I'm going to leave it in, all right? You've seen the deck set up, and I think for me that's important. So whether or not they rage quit, which they don't. Oh, no, they're still locked in. That's fair. They can go for a crushing headbutt, which is valid. Oh, hold on. I've got to think now a little bit because I low-key really want to start getting my fans out because this Hydra moving energy away from it is going to be devastating. You know what I mean? As they grand treat into another one by the looks of it. Well, yeah, it was available, right? So they definitely have another Zweilous to work with. No, they don't. I am capping. They go for a crashing headbutt for 200, and they got the double fan. No way. Bro, that's my whole strat just gone. All right, fine. Sure. Okay, let me get my Mega Gengar out. Let's make this a bit easier on myself, eh? We'll do this before things start getting a bit wild. A rare candy. Let's get Mega Gengi out, okay? That's fine. Now they're taking less prize cards. That's good to know. For Janine's secret art here. We'll put one here and one here. And now our energy's looking good. Yeah, we are so much more stable. I think we have a Pidgeotto. But do we have the Pidgeot? We do. Okay, 2 Pidgeots out. I mean, why not, right? That's how you know this deck is absolutely cooking. Low-key wish I had the Toxel, though, because I would have put that down here and could have had a Toxtricity at some point. Nonetheless, let's go for a Tricky Steps. And in terms of our prize mapping now for us, I think it's much more about going down the line of one Gengar, finish with Mega Gengar. That just seems like the right move, especially considering we can get 1 at KO on this with that too. So we have a lot of options here as they move the energy pack with the Appy Switch. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is getting those 2 handheld fans means it's our whole like Tricky Steps gimmick isn't going to be that strong here. But I think we just win on pure price trades and damage output right now. So we're kind of chill. Unless they have the... Wait, no, they could Arven for a... Oh, okay, no, we're fine. I was going to say they could Arven for a Vessel and a counter game, but they're not. Unless they have it in hand. Is Obsidian even the move? Boss. Wow, okay. Getting rid of a boss instead of the Mochi is quite interesting. And also getting the metal, do you not realize you're going to lose your Hydreigon next? Oh my god. Bro's overcommitting. What are you doing? The double Gnawing Curse comes in as well, putting 4 damage counters on it. I completely forgot about that ability too. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know what you're doing. Attached to the active there, that is wild. Unless they've like... No, you definitely have more than 1 dark energy in your deck. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Oh, actually, that would have been kind of bad if I didn't have Rod. I would have had no energy left. Well, that's why I play Rod in your deck, boys and girls, primarily to get the energy back. Well, we'll throw the Pidgeot into the active. It's a nice KO on this Hydreigon here. And I think we just look for the boss next turn, right? So, do I have Haunter? I could get another Gengar out. But I think the smart move here is just to recover energy and let that Donnie just chill. Okay, I need energy probably more than anything else. So I think that's what I want to do. I also probably just want a Lily here. Yeah, I want a Lily. I want to get a bigger hand. There's an energy. That's nice. Do I go for the big Gengar? Probably not, right? Just go for the... Yeah, I'll go for baby Gengar still, I think. And oddly enough, because they took 1 prize, the prize map should be now me coming up with 3 more Gengars after this, but I think we'll win by then anyway. So, let's go for a quick search. Not sure what I can really get with this, to be honest with you, but, well, I could go for a little Grimsley fun next turn, just for the memes. Yeah, let's do it for the memes, eh? Oh, wait, no, I've got Pokegear. I should have... It's fine. We'll just go for a retreat, go into Gengar, go for a Tricky Steps, and no, I'm not going to move the energy. That's all going straight into the discard as well, mate. Even if you can Glass Trumpet it, I don't care. We've got another energy. I can get boss next turn. We can win like that, which is, by the way, something the Gengar deck couldn't do before. So not only have they just took 1 prize card, by the way, for knocking out my Gengar the turn earlier, but I now have the option to take 1 at KOs on single prize EX. Am I okay? On basic EX. What is blood waffling about? So they had Zweilous in hand? Yeah, you're done, bro. It's finished. You're finitoed. This Gengar deck is cooking, man. I don't know why this whole time I was talking about prize mapping and, oh, I should go with this and this and this. Forgetting my whole deck destroys prize mapping. Anyway, top deck another energy. That's fine. Throw a Petulant down. Go for a Subjugating Chains. And I know I've got boss in there, so I don't even need to stress. Quick search, baby. Give me the Bowser's orders. And we're going to throw you straight straight up and knock you out. Thank you very much. And we absolutely walked through them. Look, I know it wasn't the best deck we played against, but Jesus. Oh, we're playing a grass deck. That's actually fine. We're weak to fighting. What am I? I'm too used to Dart being weak to grass, man. I'm sorry. So I think we've still got a good shot here, especially with that Gnawing Curse on the Ogerpons. That could be quite cool, actually. Huh. All right, let's see what happens. Teal Dance coming in now, and I'm thinking of just going for a Nest Ball. And I could actually Academy, a Candy to the top of the deck, and then Lily. That's kind of a cool combination. I'm down for it, but I would like to get a little bit more consistency here. Let's throw a Ghastly down, and I will do the Academy Candy play. I think that's pretty neat. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, because I'm shuffling the deck anyway. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, that was a little sussy. That was a wee bit on the saucy side, if you ask me. But hey, we'll let it be. Do I go for the 1 Pidgey, or is that way too risky? It's very risky, which is why I'm gonna do it, because I have a gambling problem. End turn, baby. End turn. Or how about we top deck a Gengar, a Mega Gengar EX, so I can go for a Grimsley, or top deck a Toxtricity. Grimsley's move it with the Academy at night, get energy in play. You know, we could do, well, it does nothing at that point, really, but it's fun. That's all I care about. The Haunter does a Spooky Shot for 40. That's a decent poke, I guess. But low-key, a little bit scared of the fact that they have an Ogerpon charged up already, given we know how hard Ogerpon can hit. Low-key, if I top deck an energy, it might be worth to like Arven, Ultra Ball, Pidgeot, Colress. No, I can't Colress after an Arven, though. Ogerpon is definitely looking to be a force to be reckoned with, especially when it charged up before my Gengar. Unless I just took, to be fair, it probably is smarter just to go for Mega Gengar, right? And start attacking with that. It is still effectively a 2-prize Pokemon, and it KOs Ogerpon. Yeah, it might be smarter, especially now that they've got a Bayleaf out, they've got another Ogerpon down. Attacking with Mega Gengar here actually seems more viable than the original Gengar. Assuming I can get it out. To be fair, I might be able to just go for a Grimsley's move. That would be fun, but no, I've got to think about what I should be doing here. We can't go behind on prizes. It's not the end of the world, really. Especially when we have 1 KO on them with the Mega. So there's a lot to think about. They do get another Meganian. Not another, sorry. A Meganian. That's out already. God. Meganian Ogerpon is just, it's crazy, isn't it? It is wild. 210 for 3 is pretty solid, especially when you can accelerate to yourself. Well, let's see what we do. I think regardless, I'm either evolving into Pidgeot, Toe or Pidgeot. So I think we should, I'm going to go for a gear. Turo. That's not so great right now. So is the best move here for me to probably Grimsley's, right? Evolve into the Haunter, evolve into the Pidgeotto. I could Arven and evolve into Pidgeot, but I could do that next turn and save the candy. And then I'll just Grimsley's and hit a Mega Gengar. Wait, wait, I hit Gengar. Let's go. All right, that's nice. That actually gives me a little bit of confidence just to do this. And next turn we cook, okay? Granted, there's no energy on that Gengar, but I'll take a free Gengar in play. I mean, who's not going to do that? He says, without being able to attack probably next turn. Wait, just let me do my thing, okay? It's gonna work out, I swear. Gnawing Curse coming in. And they've got to recognize that now. Whenever they go for a Teal Dance, Gnawing Curse is gonna be a bit of an issue. Softening them up. To be fair, with 2 Gengars, we really could quickly bring them down to 1 KO range on a Tricky Steps. It's just, we're like just missing small pieces in the hand, you know? A top deck of a Lily could be class right now. Or, do you know, even an Energy would actually be pretty solid. Something. That is literally the worst thing I could think of. Alrighty, let's do this. I'm gonna Ultra Ball. I'm gonna get myself a handheld fan. I'm going to Ultra Ball away you and you. Yes. We'll get Pidgeot. Okay, hear me out on this. Okay, I've got a strategy in mind. I'm gonna go for a quick search. Okay, and I'm gonna go for a Gengar. No, Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar. I'm gonna evolve into you. I'm then going to retreat, because I can't do anything right now, into Gengar EX. Attach the fan, or is that a bad idea? I don't know if the fan's a good idea. Do you know what? I don't care. Attaching the fan and passing, because if they hit me, I will Turo, and then we can reset. Assuming they can't 1 KO me? I don't think they can. Yeah, I don't know. This is looking bad. I think the bad start is just causing us too many problems, man. But let's not get catastrophic just yet. We'll just ride it out and see where it ends up. Because as we know in the Pokemon TCG, anything is literally possible. 1 good top deck and you cook. As the Gnawing Curse comes into play. And now that I think about it, I think the fan was kind of silly, right? Because I'm actually giving them more energy in play. They attach. Is that enough to KO? I think it is. No, I think they're 10 damage. No, I think they got it, right? Yeah. This Ogerpon is a bad situation. And low-key, I think I forgot to put Iono in this deck. Okay. Let's move that to a Fez, which is kind of bad, actually, because it's giving them something to work with. Yeah, the fan was not a good shout. But at least they only take 1 prize card. That's the good thing. We'll go for a Pidgeot into the active, and we need a real reset right now. Please tell me I remember to put an Iono in here. I think I forgot, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's painful. I need an energy, but if I Lily and I don't get it, I'm cooked. There's like no hope after that. I've got to risk it for a biscuit, boys. It's got to happen. I can't sit here and lose, man. I need big cards. Yes, okay. All right. That's fine. Then we get a Toxtricity. Then we Super Rod and we recover some Pokemon, okay? Then we go for a Body Puffin. Get a two Ghastlies. That's fine with me. Or Toxtricity, throwing some energy onto one of them. Keep the energy flow nice and consistent. We're going to just go for the knockout like this. And I'm going to have to potentially Turo, meaning I should really move energy here. I was planning to move it to the other Ghastly for safety, but if they whiff the one at KO me next turn, a Turo is definitely the move, and we could seriously do a comeback. And if we pull that off, you've got to subscribe. Or if we don't, you've got to subscribe. Either way, they went for a flip the script, and they also threw down an Ogerpon. And the energy retrieval, 2 energy back into play. Sadly, no Gnawing Curse is in effect, so they aren't going to take damage from doing this, which does kind of suck. But I'm pretty sure they can't one-hit KO this Gengar no matter what they do now. So if I could just Pidgeot, Turo, Candy next turn, we can really do some stuff. But they haven't played a support, or they could Iono themselves, and that would be kind of devastating. Unless we go into a Candy or a Turo. That said, I have 4 Candy in this deck, man. I think we can pull something out of the bag here. And I think Mega Gengar is massive for this matchup, the more that I think about it. Because it moves energy off itself, meaning your opponent does less damage as a result of that. At least particularly for the Ogerpons. So maybe I should have thought about that sooner, but hey, that's the learning curve of playing Pokemon, right? I can't know a deck in and out in every matchup in the first few games I play it. Or Venusaur, though, that could be an issue. Will they get it, though? There's a Venusaur. Do they have the Ivy? No, because they would have evolved that before they played the bug catching set. Just because I know how people play. I'm sure they would have done that. Either way, they attach to the benched Ogerpon, and they do Myriad Leaf. Okay. It's either I just take the KO now, or no, I definitely Turo, right? Like, you just Turo, period here. Yes. I'm okay if I hit the Turo there. That's goated. Nope, that's fine, though. We can actually win. That's crazy. How are we coming back, man? Bro, I've built a disgusting Gengar deck. This is filthy. All right, hold on. Anything I need to do here first? Probably not. I think I just go straight for the Turo. And this is insanity. Bro, this is crazy. They've KO'd like 2 Gengars or something, or is it 1? I don't know, and they've... Yeah, bro, this is nuts. Let's go back into Mega Gengar. Hey, yo. Hold on, but they could KO it, though. But even then, they've not taken 3 prizes because the ability of the Gengar. Oh, it's just crazy. I think I evolve here like this. Attach here. Throw handheld fan up. I'll even go for a Toxtricity onto this. Why not? And wait a second. Have I caused problems here by putting 20 damage on this earlier? Oh, I hope not, man. I mean, if it's that big of a deal, I guess you could instead go for something else. But look. I'm just going to go for a Void Gale. I'm going to move that energy onto the Pidgeot EX, I guess. Or do I... No, I'll throw on Toxtricity, right? Might need to retreat or something. And look, if I can get an energy next turn and a boss, oh, okay, I could just win next turn if they don't KO me. But I think they will because they've already got a loaded up Ogerpon, right? So I think they're doing enough. No, hold on. Don't they need 5 energy in order to one-hit KO me for 330 instead of 4? I'm trying to do the maths. Hold on. Yeah, I don't actually know. The one thing I'm super concerned about now is if they just... Oh, no, they Venusaur. That's bad. They don't want a Venusaur here. Attacking with Venusaur is a very bad idea. But if they don't have it, it's a good idea. Ultimately, it all depends on the maths of this active... Oh, wait, no, hold on. I think they got it because they can just... Yeah, they can move the energy. Oh, no. And I don't think I have a recovery for Mega Gengar to just win the game. No, don't say it's over. Oh, bro, if I just had a stretcher, that would have been GG. But I don't. This deck has such tight space in it that I decided to opt out of a stretcher, but I think a stretcher would have won me the game here. But yeah, now they have Venusaur and all this energy. Nope. It's not looking good, bruv. Or I could have had an Ursaluna. There are so many one-off cards you can put in a deck that could win you the game in this situation. But that's kind of a good thing, right? Because there's no harm in like cutting out something small, like a Ghastly, or I play 3 Ultra Ball. You could go down to 2 if you want to be risky and then throw in like a stretcher or throw in an Ursaluna. You really can do that. So the fact that this almost is a win, in my opinion, is kind of cool. Yeah, also the handheld fan's very bad for this, but oh well. I'm just trying to think about how I can do this. I could boss up Meganium, right? But is that enough? I don't know. Maybe it is. Wait, is it? Hold on. Let me just let me cook a little bit here. I'm gonna get rid of these bad boys because I don't need them anymore. And we'll get Gengar. Oh, Petron! Wait, hold on. Did I just win? No. Oh my God, this deck is disgusting. How do we keep doing this, man? Look at this. I can just Toxtricity onto a Petron. This is filthy. No way. I thought we were done. I thought it was over, but no, we always have a way. Just like that, I'm gonna throw this here. I'm gonna retreat and just come in and hit for exactly 300 damage. We made the comeback. From 3 prizes behind to a win. This is the ultimate Gengar deck. This is what I love about Pidgeot decks, is they always have options and things you can do. And now Gengar has a lot of tricks up its sleeve with these new cards. So have fun with them on the ladder, enjoy yourself, and don't get too carried away, all right? Don't stop giving away too many prize cards. Otherwise, the prize man will come for you under your bed. But he won't come if you subscribe. Sorry, I know I'm exploiting those who are superstitious. It's fine. It's just a joke, okay? Maybe.